Hi there folks, I'm Astrid Lenore. Welcome to another episode of Sympathetic Vibrations. Now I do want to mention that I am releasing this on several of my channels because the information in here pertains to those channels. I am running the main series still on the main channel, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm here to talk to you about what is next for the channel. As some of you know, I have been spending a good deal of time in introspection and actually did a creative fast through Lent. And I think it really has helped to clarify a lot of things as far as how I've been going about things and how I can maybe do things a little bit differently. Bear with me, by the way, people. I have my notes in my lap here, so if I'm looking down, it's not because I'm shy or because I don't want to look at you. It is because I lost my place. I have a third channel now. It's actually a fourth channel if you count the Dead Name channel, but I never release anything on that channel anymore. And that is for my band Bitter Honey. I have become the go-to YouTube person for the band. My buddy Daryl, who's also in the band, is covering the Facebook and other aspects of it, but I've stepped up to the YouTube plate because I'm familiar with it. Things from the band, I know I've released a couple of live recordings of the band on my main channel. Things from the band I'm going to release on Bitter Honey channel. Now that's not to say I won't be sneaking one into the Astrid Lenore channel every once in a while if I think it's worthwhile for y'all to hear. But I want to kind of use this channel moving on. I'm going to be focusing more on the solo musical projects. Specifically, I've been talking for a long time about an upcoming album called The Devil You Just Met. And yes, I realize it has been a long time, and I realize I keep saying it's coming out this year and it doesn't. And I'm starting to realize that the approach that I was taking to that was not flawed, but maybe not as geared toward my mentality as it could have been. So what I am looking toward in the future, I have 3 tracks that are fully there. I may remix them, but 3 tracks that are fully ready to go other than that. And then there's going to be 9 more, at least 2 of which I have some groundwork on. So now that I've found a recording method that seems to work, I'm going to be stepping up the pace of bringing those songs out. And the thing that I am doing with the new music is that I am going to actually release each track as it is completed, both on SoundCloud, which I have been doing, but also on Spotify, on Apple Music, on all of these platforms that you should be able to stream it on. I'm excited to be able to take that step. I wanted to wait until the album was finished before I started releasing stuff on streaming platforms, but if I'm honest with myself, the way things are going, that will never happen. So if I give myself, and perhaps you, a series of small rewards along the way, in the shape of releasing singles, then that will give me more incentive, I think, to stick with the project and to keep that momentum going and to get that album finished and to get that album put out. Because I've been putting off a lot of stuff because it just seems like a mountain in front of me. And I really want to get these things done because I have other ideas. This is crazy. I am going to be working on a second album at the same time. This is going to be an album called Subversible. It is entirely a cover album. However, possibly not the type of cover album that you would expect. I'm kind of focusing on lesser known artists, B-sides. I do have, 1 or 2 in there that everybody will know. I'm trying to pull from a body of music that maybe people are not exposed to and take some of these songs and create exposure for some of those artists or for some of those tracks from more famous artists that maybe are not their most famous ones, and give them a little bit of my own spin, but also to bring attention to some of these people that are really outstanding musicians and songwriters that don't get as much credit maybe. So I'm really excited to be working on that. I never thought I would say that I'm really excited to be working on a cover album. I've been doing original music most of my life. The cover thing, it's come up here and there as the kind of the exception to the rule, but as far as doing cover things on a large scale, that really has been only recently since starting Bitter Honey, which is primarily a cover band. So that is the 2 albums I'm currently working on. I also have plans for a third album that is going to be a follow-up to the original album. I have a few songs that are more or less ready to go for that, and others that I will be bringing in, I'm sure, along the way. Stuff that has been written since the track list for The Devil You Just Met has been finalized. I'm kind of trying to clear the queue, as it were, trying to get this original album out, trying to get this cover album out, and then I will be working on the second album of originals, which is tentatively going by the name of Antisocial Butterfly. Alongside this, due to the increased focus on Rose and Dagger Soundworks stuff, which I will be getting to, and on multi-track recording, there probably is going to be less focus on actual music videos, by which I mean I'll release audio only unless I have specific video ideas. So moving on. Hey Rita.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good, just filming outside for the heck of it.
Oh, cool.
That's my neighbor. So as far as Sympathetic Vibrations goes, I will be continuing the series from time to time. Currently there is no set schedule. Should demand increase, I may switch to a regular schedule outside of the normal third Friday releases. I do have plans to bring at least one guest on board, hopefully more, and I will keep you posted on that. But do expect this series to continue, but slowly. So that may be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you come to this channel for. Moving on, for Rose and Dagger Soundworks, I know it has been a while since I really released anything specifically for that channel, and I apologize. I did explain in my last release that the workshop is still a work in progress, and it still is. I'm hoping to get that done in the next few weeks so that I can start releasing content in June, but if that doesn't happen, know that I am still working on it in all my spare time. So once the workshop is done, I have plans to release one fun conversion video, which is actually a guitar that's been featured on my main channel, so I'll let you guys try to figure out what that is and what I'm going to do with it. But next, the focus is going to be on Prototype 1. Bringing it start to finish and having a working prototype of my very own to show for having a Lutherie. It's important stuff. It is a big milestone, and I've got all the stuff to do it. I just need to get the space and the time together and just get it done. So having content for that channel will help light that fire under me, and so I'm very excited to share that with you. After that, my plans are to work on Prototype 2, which I'm not going to tell you a lot about now, but I will tell you it's a bass. It's a single pickup, and it probably is going to be a fretless. This was originally going to be a bass for the bass player Bitter Honey. I still plan on making a bass for him, but his specifications have changed since I ordered the parts. So I'm going to use the parts I have first and then order more when I have the money. Officially, the business will probably be starting in 2027, at least as far as all the paperwork goes. The reason for this is that I have been going through a name change officially, and I've had significant holdups with DMV because they needed a sealed copy of my birth certificate, which I had to request from Texas via mail of all things. I have that now. I need to find all my other paperwork. I need to get that taken care of, and of course I need to wait for it to arrive. So I'm figuring at that point it's going to be about the end of the year. I'm going to plan on getting the business license and everything in place early in 2027 so this can be a legit business. So far I really haven't made enough money to make it anything like a legit business, but I hope that once word gets out and once my skill level goes up and you know, people start getting word of me outside of my normal circles, that business will pick up. At least that's the goal. This is really more of a passion project than anything else. If I make money off of it, great. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world, and it's something that I do want to share with the world because I think that, you know, people are interested, even if they're not gonna commit their money to buying services or guitars or whatever. I get it. It's a competitive market, and it's a relatively expensive market if you're looking for work done in the US. Particularly here in California, cost of living is crazy, so I have to make it worth my while. That said, it's going to be competitive with your US-made Fenders and Gibsons and stuff as far as pricing goes. And hopefully something a little bit more unique, hopefully something a little more customizable to your personal preferences. One of the principles around starting this company is I wanted to make bespoke guitars. I wanted to match the guitar to the person and not the other way around. I mean, have your cookie cutter Strat or whatever that you put on a different person. It's going to look different. Some people it'll look good on, some people it won't. Some people it'll make them look big, some people it'll make them look little. And people want different things from their instruments. So the first prototype that I'm making is for me, and so it's relatively oversized, at least as far as the front dimensions go, because I am a large person and I don't want to look that large on stage. So a little bit of illusion in there, and it's kind of, think of it more of a fashion accessory that you can cater to your own tastes. So it's going to be definitely a slower and more conversation-intensive, labor-intensive process, but I think it will be worth it to get exactly the instrument that you're looking for. That's all the channel news that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and call this because I need to go and record the band. No rest for the weary. But I will see y'all next time on Sympathetic Vibrations. I'm Astrid Lenore, / Astrid of Rose and Dagger Soundworks / Astrid of Bitter Honey. See you next time. Stay beautiful.